Take advantage of the oil change special now through the end of June at Helmuth Ford in Sigourney. Must use complimentary pickup and delivery. It's simple, fast, convenient, and has a 27-point inspection. All for $49.99 plus tax. Call today to schedule an appointment at Helmuth Ford, 641-622-3260. Includes up to 6 quarts of Motorcraft oil and oil filter. Excludes diesel vehicles. For more information, go to helmuthford.com. Remember, must use complimentary pickup and delivery. It's the oil change special now through June 30th at Helmuth Ford in Sigourney. Muse Music Store and Mahaska County Conservation Board presents Eveland Access Summerfest Music by the River 2024. June 1st from noon to 10 p.m. featuring 8 musical artists with live music, activities like bingo, sand volleyball, and cornhole, food, and much, much more. It's a free event at the Eveland Access Campgrounds at 2890 Galveston Avenue, Oskaloosa. Bring a friend and have a lot of fun at the Eveland Access Summerfest 2024 Music by the River, June 1st from noon to 10 at the Eveland Access Campgrounds.
Severe root pruning by corn rootworm larvae can dramatically impact the corn crop yield. Know what to look for now and later on Successful Farming Radio.
Successful Farming Radio, providing information farmers need in the field, in the shop, and in the office. Committed to growing your business in agriculture.
Interact with Successful Farming on social media. Like us on Facebook at Successful Farming USA and follow us on X at Successful Farm for tips, ideas, timely news, and information from our editors. Find us on Instagram at successful_farming and love the latest photo or video. And take a look behind the scenes with our editors on TikTok at successful_farming. Check out our full lineup of Successful Farming podcasts. The Successful Farming podcast goes in-depth into the topics that affect farmers and ranchers. The 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast offers a quick conversation between an editor and a farmer. The SF Shorts podcast offers bite-sized interviews about agricultural topics. And the SF Daily podcast covers commodity markets, weather, and the big things happening in agriculture each morning. Search for Successful Farming wherever you download your podcasts.
From now through June, corn growers should be scouting their fields for corn rootworm. Newly hatched larvae feed primarily on root hairs and outer root tissue. As larvae grow and their food requirements increase, they burrow into the roots to feed. This interferes with water and nutrient uptake, makes the plant unstable, and cuts down on yield. Anthony Omis is an extension agronomy specialist at the University of Missouri. He says one of the signs of rootworm activity is root tips that appear brown, tunneled into, and chewed back to the base of the plant.
One root average per plant turning back to 1.5 inches of the stalk, or an entire node of roots destroyed. Somewhere in that range is where economic loss is going to be potentially possible. One of the things you'd see is that root pruning, and then the next obvious symptom would be if there's a wind occurring after excessive root pruning, you'll get some plants that lay over. Then you'll get this goosenecking where the plant's trying to upright itself again.
Scouting doesn't end with the larvae. In late July and August, the adult beetles will show up on the corn plant.
The beetles feed on silk. They're typically not an economic threat because we've already got pollination occurred. But if we get an average of about one beetle per plant in that time frame, then that would probably be enough because the beetles just fall back to the ground and deposit the eggs.
The first management strategy is rotating out of corn. If you have continuous corn, the only option is to use BT or insecticide treatments. I'm Jody Henke. Find more tips on scouting for rootworms at agriculture.com.